Here's a quick recap of a live coverage from Washington, D.C. About 20 minutes ago, Narendra Modi arrived at Dew Point Circle. That's where the Indian Embassy is stationed. And right opposite that is the Gandhi Memorial, where a floral tribute was paid by the Prime Minister, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj, as well as Sujata Singh. After that, Narendra Modi did go inside the embassy, where he will be meeting with officials and their families. As soon as he got off the car, there was a rousing welcome by especially NRIs who've come from suburban areas of Washington, D.C. as well as the Washington, D.C. itself to get and catch a glimpse of Narendra Modi before he went inside the embassy. Also, there will be a trip that Narendra Modi will be making to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial in a few minutes from now. He will then also be meeting with U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel and will also be meeting with the governor of Maryland. But the big focus is that big meeting between Narendra Modi and the President of the United States of America. That meeting is scheduled for about 8:30 p.m. India time and will take place at the Oval House, and that will be followed. We're expecting a joint press statement after that big meeting. He will then finally attend a lunch hosted by U.S. Vice President Joe Biden and U.S. Secretary of State. Rahul Kaval has been getting us a perspective from Washington, D.C. Rahul, it's over to you.
Okay, thanks Vedika. Just stay with us. We're going to try and cross our way and speak to some of the Indian Americans who've gathered over here, who had an opportunity to meet with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We will of course have to wait just for a moment till the security cavalcades have passed and we're allowed to make our way there. If you just give us a moment, I think we can cross over. Okay, come. We're going to go across and speak to some of these people who had an opportunity to meet with Prime Minister Modi. He came and shook hands with all of you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That was a great gesture, sir. Great gesture.
You've actually been coming all the way to the 9/11 Memorial as well. I remember seeing you over
Absolutely,
there.
sir.
Where all have you chased Modi?
Oh, we chased to 9/11 Memorial, we chased him to UN, then what do you call Central Park. It's called following every single footstep. It's not chasing your PM. We are stalking our Prime Minister.
It's worth getting up so early in the morning and see him.
What time did you wake up? Where are you coming from?
4:30.
Where are you all coming from?
Ashburn, Virginia.
4:30, I get up at 4:30.
Ashburn, Virginia.
Okay. Let's do this one by one so everybody gets an opportunity to speak. Okay, tell me, what do you do and what is it about Modi that excites you?
What do I do here? Okay, I'm working for an IT technology firm. So
why are you here this morning to meet Modi?
there is just so much of a fan following for him, and every single thing he has said so far in last 5 years, I think it's making sense now, and it's just a question of time. We all need to support him, we all need to follow his footsteps, and things will be different.
Okay, there's this woman who's written a poem. ये आपने poem लिखी है?
हाँ जी।
क्या लिखा है?
लिखा है, मोदी है भारत की शान, पूरा करेंगे हम सबका अरमान।
सफल हो आपका हर अभियान, सहयोग
संगठन और सफलता, यही है वसुधैव कुटुंब का मंत्र।
आप हैं सुषमा श्रीवास्तव
जी।
क्या मतलब हुआ इसका?
इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि हम सब मिलजुल कर एक महान विश्व की रचना कर सकते हैं और सुख शांति हम सब मिलकर ही ला सकते हैं।
क्यों पसंद है आपको मोदी?
मोदी तो एक नई दृष्टि है जी, सबके लिए, पूरे विश्व के लिए नया पैगाम लेकर आया।
Where are you here from?
वर्जीनिया। बहुत दिन बाद देश को एक सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल मिला है, बहुत एक स्ट्रॉन्ग लीडरशिप है, एंड वी हैव लॉट्स ऑफ फेथ एंड we pray to God that he will be successful.
Sir, you've got one American flag, one Indian flag. Which one is closer to your heart?
Closer to my heart is India. Indian American, not American Indian.
I think we need to just be on the side before the traffic in Washington runs us over, and that's not a good thing. Okay, yes, tell me. That makes it special for you.
Being a Washingtonian, seeing all the many prime ministers and the ministers who come from India, but having Modi ji events in New York, Madison Square Garden, and here in...
Did you get to see? Why don't we just step back, because the traffic's really close to us, okay? I don't want anybody... Just 1 second. I will speak to you. Just step back so we don't get run over by the traffic, okay? We don't want a live calamity. Just step back. Yes, tell me. Did you get to hear the speech at Madison Square Garden? What do you think of it?
It It was nice to hear at Madison Square Garden, and later dinner evening with Modi ji at Hotel PR Taj. What a great event we had there, Ambani ji and everybody from India and 500.
Yes, tell me, what did you think of Modi ji's speech? Yes, tell me.
Yes, that speech was really great. And I believe when I was child, I used to listen about the Sardar Patel. And he is another Sardar Patel living in the country after 60
Are we getting a little carried away? We haven't seen him do anything.
No,
apart from him wanting to be compared with Sardar Patel, he hasn't done anything yet to make people feel that here's the next
idea about the small industry development, which is Gandhi's proposal. Sanitation is one which he promised he is going to provide sanitation to every village, and he is also promised that every village and cleanliness, as Gandhi said.
Okay, tell me, who managed to get a selfie with Modi? Who managed to get a selfie? Yes, what do you want to say?
My great wish, Anna ji and Modi ji and Kejriwal on one stage. For the last 2 years, I'm writing on the Facebook. God bless all of them.
Okay, just stay with us. We'll come back to you. I just need to return to our studios. Vedika, take it away. We'll return here to Washington, D.C. when we come back on the other side.
Straight up, let's take you to Washington, D.C. We brought you live visuals from there till a few minutes ago. Before the much-awaited summit, meet with Obama, Prime Minister Narendra Modi began his day in Washington, D.C. by visiting the Mahatma Gandhi Memorial. The Prime Minister emerged out of his car to loud cheers. Hundreds of Indian Americans had lined up the streets outside the Indian Embassy to catch a glimpse of Narendra Modi, and the Prime Minister did oblige the bystanders by walking up to them personally and even waving back at them. After a brief interaction with the crowds, the Prime Minister stepped up to pay tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. He offered rose petals at the memorial before going in to the Indian Embassy. Well, we believe his next stop will be the Martin Luther King Memorial. That's where he will be heading to. Earlier, it was said that he would first be going to that memorial before visiting the Gandhi Memorial, but now it's turned over. Narendra Modi is expected to make the next stop there. Well, you see hundreds of NRIs lining up there. They've been waiting to catch a glimpse of Narendra Modi, and Modi made that attempt to actually go up to them personally. He did follow that cue. He went personally and caught up with a few of those Indian Americans. They've been absolutely gleeful at the response that they have personally got from the Prime Minister. Also, the big meet scheduled later today is with the President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. That will take place at about 8:30 p.m. India time. This is the final leg of his maiden US trip. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as we speak, is still at the Indian Embassy.